Every year the Manti-La Sal National Forest puts on conservation days for local fourth graders here in Carbon and Emery County. It's really well received. It's something we've been doing for over 20 years with these youth, and they learn a lot because it really reinforces the things that they've been learning at school. In fourth grade, their curriculum is targeted a lot towards Utah history, plants, animals, all those things. And so when they come up here into the forest, they get a chance to see some of those things firsthand and see what they've been learning and how it fits on the landscape. So typically at Conservation Day we have 5 stations. At the wildlife station we've got a bunch of animal skulls and pelts, tracks, all these things that are really hands-on for the boys and girls to see, to handle, and to look for too. They spread them out in the surrounding forest environment. The kids got to go find them and identify what they're finding out there. So that's what occurs there.
I like the forest because it has a lot of cool animals and a lot of interesting things.
At the aquatic station, they actually go down into Huntington Creek with our fish biologist, and she shows them where the macroinverts hang out. They find some, they try to identify them. Oftentimes they'll shock a fish or two and they'll get to actually see them. So that's what they do at the aquatic station.
My favorite part about today was the aquatic animals, because I love watching animals, and being out here and watching animals is great.
Then they go on to the soil and water station, and we've got a partner here that brings up their soil and water trailer, which mimics soil and water erosion. They actually build their own little city in the soil and water trailer and then flood it with water, and they get to see what happens when water encounters anything, really.
Good. Over here. Sunflower.
The fourth station that we've been doing up here almost every year is Utah Prehistory, where they learn from our archaeologists about the natives who used to live here and how they lived here, how they existed, what they had to do to live off the landscape. And then they also practice to get some atlatls out and actually see what kind of shots they are hunting with some darts. And some of them actually hit the target. Pretty exciting for them. The final station here is Fire Station, where we specifically here talk about what happened in the Sealy wildfire and the aftermath of that fire. We actually walk through some of the fire and talk about regeneration, aspen that's coming back, what it'll take to get spruce and fir back here, how many years that'll be, all those things. And so yeah, that's pretty much how the stations are structured.
My favorite part about today was the fire, because there was a tree here that got struck by lightning, and you could see the burnt parts and how it was damaged.
The kids love coming out here because they're out of their usual environment, their usual classroom environment. They're up in the forest, and so coming up here after several months of being in school in the spring is just a real treat for them. So they're excited just to be here. And then with these stations being real hands-on, where they're out walking, they're looking, they're discovering, all those things are just really special. And for the kids, they really love it. They appreciate it. We love doing this as Forest Service employees, and it's important because the future of the forest, this forest and any forest, it's not us, but the future is these fourth graders. That's who's going to be managing this forest someday. And so it's important for them to gain a love and appreciation for what's out here.